The life cycle of a dictatorship is like that of any creature. It is born, it stays alive as long as it can, and at some point, it dies. But often, after a dictator takes power, their priorities change, and their tactics intensify.
From his stronghold in the wild Sierra Maestre Mountains, Cuba's Fidel Castro emerged triumphant.
First and foremost, they need to build on their alliances. It's a daunting task. To maintain their grip on power, they need the support of those who won't question their position. Because, in most cases, they believe, no matter how misguidedly, that they are the country's savior.
It is perhaps the greatest mass rally ever staged in the Western Hemisphere, a telling demonstration of Castro's sway over the Cuban masses.
Dictatorship is not really a job description. And that's not something that you have a normal ambition to, like becoming a lawyer or an accountant. It usually requires someone who thinks that he's indispensable.
Dictators tend to be high on narcissism. They also tend to have a sense of infallibility and a sense of destiny.
But Batista had one opponent.
Because they believe they are indispensable, the normal rules don't apply to them. They are doing what's necessary to bring order and safety to their nation.
Many Americans saw the bearded revolutionist as Cuba's long-awaited emancipator. But Dr. Castro...
But despite being absolute ruler, they have to navigate the internal political structure, forging alliances with those they can use.
Cuba's Castro and Khrushchev had a well-publicized meeting.
And eliminating threats from those who might oppose them.
There is no formula to analyze how a society is going to react against power. And it changes from time to time, from society to society, from political moment to political moment.
They may also need to cut deals with foreign powers, but not until they've put their own house in order, like Augusto Pinochet in Chile.
At least in the beginning, they have to have some support. Whether it's from their political party, from a mass movement, from other lobbies or interest groups, or some combination of that. They need that.
They particularly need it from institutions that are deeply ingrained in the culture, like the Catholic Church in 1970s Latin America. To maintain power in Chile after deposing the Allende government in 1973, Augusto Pinochet needs the church to support his regime, or at least not oppose it. But which church exactly?
You do not have one church as an institution working in Latin America. You have the option for the poor, which is basically the left wing of the church working with the neighborhoods and the barrios. And then you have the high ranks of the church.
Church officials had strongly opposed Allende's communist policies and choose not to get in the way of Pinochet's campaign to destroy communism in Chile.
Most of the churches in Latin America, particularly in South America, were working with the dictatorships, directly involved with the juntas.